Welcome to Connect2STR channel. Today I would like to share my views on most important things, particularly nowadays, which require no introduction. That is PUBG, Player Unknown Battleground. So I would like to talk about this particular title for the next 10 minutes. This PUBG is connected to, I would like to watch this PUBG, view this PUBG in two views. One is a campus placements, students' point of view and country's development point of view. Let us go for the first view, students' point of view. How students are being influenced with this PUBG. Right, as title suggests, player unknown battleground. If you see carefully, here players are students and the battleground is their campus, the college which they are studying. And let us go in depth what actually happening in real life and daily life of a particular student or students who are addicted to PUBG. If you see in our college or your college, students naturally addicted to any animation game. And this PUBG, which was developed by South Korean company and entered India through China in February 9th, 2018, exactly 1 year today, and the highest revenue gained so far. If you see the revenue, 721 crores per month is earning in India only, and this is the top 5th game so far. Who knows, it may be top first in future. So how this is damaging the careers of the students who are in the battleground called campus, who are just missing the actual things in daily life. So let us see some incidents which we have come across in our daily days. Right, students who have been playing PUBG throughout night and who are online, and when they come to college in the morning, they will always stay in offline, who will never listen to the classes of any lecture. And you can see the students who are playing PUBG throughout day, not only in classroom, even in washroom with their team members. Right, that is another disadvantage. And there are incidents where students have been simply leaving after their first class to their rooms and houses, not to take rest but to bring their power banks and play during the college hours. And through this they have lost so much entertainment, so much knowledge, so many friends in their daily life. And as per the news of current days, there is so much violence has been increasing through the influence of PUBG. This is one part of the one angle of the PUBG. If you look at the damage it actually causes to the lives of the students, and particularly placements. To talk about the employment and unemployment, there are already so many existed disturbances and other problems to the students who are unable to place. If you look at carefully, there are so many opportunities at one side are increasing day by day, and so much unemployment is also increasing every day in our country, where you can't, students cannot bridge this gap because they are lacking the skills, right? And they lack so many employability skills or pre-employability skills to be placed in campus drives, particularly BTech students who have been just seriously addicted to PUBG games throughout the day and night, and who forget their aim and ambition and targets in their lives. So this unemployment is being caused through so many other deviations, but the major deviation for the last 1 year is simply PUBG, which has just destroyed the entire careers and time and lives of and ambitions and dreams of these students in their daily lives. So this is another distraction in their lives, which is seriously damaging in one way and causing the unemployment every day, and that leads to so many problems in their lives. So, and there are other instances where students have shifts and lost their focus completely on the, when a teacher enters the classroom, they simply not even give just a glance at the teacher and standing ovation and nothing, no greeting. They are seriously involved in playing PUBG and fighting with each other and playing with team members. So the culture of the students and the culture of the entire country is seriously being affected with this PUBG and this kind of entertainment. And if you see the business, from the business point of view, how this PUBG has targeted the Indian youth, it is very clear that they are just making business. And now, from second point of view, which is country's development, where this PUBG has strategically introduced to India by South Korean company called a person called Bennett, who has a good at animation and good at web designing. And this fellow, at his 35 years old, he just developed this game and sold it to the South Korean company, and this has introduced to India with the encouragement of China, who are always trying to destroy the Indian country's development and all the time, who encourage this game to Indian students and Indian youth. Development is always dependent on the youth, and most of the youth are students, and these students are addicted and wasting their time and the money and particularly their energy in their daily life, which is seriously damaging the country's development. And to be frank, and the country which has encouraged to PUBG and making business in Indian youth has banned the same PUBG in their own country called China. But they never banned, and they are still entertaining and encouraging the Indian youth to play the PUBG, whereas they want to see the destruction and undevelopment of the Indian country, which is again a country's strategic planning, where if you see in the entire India, there is only one state which has stopped and banned the PUBG, which is Gujarat, who realized the destruction and damage very soon, but not the other other states. So this is how the country's development is purely dependent on the youth, where youth are purely addicted to PUBG, and this PUBG will never be banned in India. And as soon as recently our Prime Minister also quoted about comically and ironically about the PUBG, saying PUBG wala. You can imagine the influence and intensity behind this game, how it is destroying the entire country's development strategically. So with these views, these are purely my personal views, and what I would like to suggest to the current youth who have so many dreams to join and in their dream companies. See, unemployment is seriously a big destruction, big violence. It will play with you if you become simply a single player. So better don't let the unemployment play with you once you move out from this college or any course, right? So far you may be the player in unknown battleground. Once you miss and you misuse the time, you will become the just victim in the in the clutches of unemployment, right? That unemployment will play with you very soon if you just misuse the time in your actual course of days. Thank you. My name is Dr. Srinivas.